Hello, everyone, and welcome to Never a Foul. This is your evening debate. It's a full panel today. One is late, but the rest is here, and they are great. And here we are. This is Never a Foul. Make sure to hit that like button if you're here. There's 100 people already here. And how is everybody doing? How is your evening? Saturday night.
Did you just mean to do that, Mo?
I need to do what?
No, did you just mean to do that?
He's about to say, we're live,
It's a full panel. It's a full panel. One is late, but we are great.
No, I actually didn't mean it like this.
The poet. What?
I actually didn't mean it like this. But yeah.
Well, I'm good,
how's
thanks.
everybody feeling? Is this gonna start like the last one, or is this gonna be a little bit more organized?
What, the one with Tom?
What's going to be the topic this time?
So
don't ask me that.
So basically, we're just going to be discussing teams and just having a general Saturday night chat, which is going to get messy because Dowd's here, and yeah, and I think I'm turning more into my shameless self as well. So I can't lie, things are.
Is it going to be a Liverpool fan on?
Well,
no.
So often on Saturday nights they do turn a bit wild.
Listen to Grizz.
On Saturday nights, sometimes they turn wild. Kendall's often on them. Tom's sometimes on them, and they just go on weird tandems and become not about football at all. Then we've got a dude on who will
only talks about football.
Yeah, and it gets weird in a different sense. So now I'm thinking, okay, let's bring him into that. Let's combine the two worlds and see what the F happens. So get your drinks, people, and get involved.
This is gonna be epic. I can feel it.
Let me start off. This is a really good topic because it actually involves Newcastle and Arsenal. Hold tight, Grizz. I was just watching Grizz's call-in show. A Chelsea fan called in, and he was saying Chelsea will get top 4 next season. And Grizz was saying, I want you to tell me why. In fact, let's start off. And Grizz was saying, like the all-seeing man he is, that he can tell you now factually who will get top 4. But he said, but first, let me ask you. And the Chelsea fan said, City, Liverpool, Man United, and Chelsea will get top 4. Newcastle and Arsenal will battle it out for 5th. So over to you guys as you represent. I mean, what's your thoughts on that? I'll start with you, Kendall.
My thoughts are bin juice. I hope everyone knows that. That's what I'm going to say about that.
Minging bin juice.
Actual bin juice, like actual, like, you know, like when I think about that, like, you know, when people sometimes wash plates and there's food on the plate and like there's food and zinc. That's what
worse
I think
food,
of that.
and some food is worse. I actually,
sorry for everyone's lovely Saturday evening thoughts there.
With their Chinese.
But yeah, on the curry, like Kaz is gonna get. But yeah, I completely understand. You said you were getting a curry. I completely understand why.
That was so random. That was like, what is this?
No, we're talking about. I followed it. I'm on Kendall's wave.
Okay,
we're talking about putting people off their food.
Yes.
And he said, Cass is about to eat a curry. So here's a reminder of bin juice, Cass. And when your food comes, we'll remind you about bin juice, Cass.
Again.
I want to be reminded of bin juice. I can remember Newcastle exists.
Oh, wow. To be fair, it did say garbage before, so we might have gone a little bit step further there to bin juice. Don't mind the promotion. But yeah, I understand why people think Liverpool, fair enough, because they weren't that far off. But like for Chelsea to go from like 11th or 12th, where they finished, to 4th, I just think there's a lot of work to do there. They're not going to be the only team that improves. I just think, like, fair enough, Europa League, I could kind of see that a bit more, but 4, I'm not feeling it.
That's the same with me. That's why I keep saying on Chelsea. I understand with the players they've got and whatever else, but I just think the jump's too much in one season.
Yeah, who's gonna have a bad season then? Look, someone
will. That's a really good point. Do you know what? That is a good point, because people say, we said this yesterday, that everyone says next season will be the most competitive season yet. And it gets said every single summer, and then a team does have a drop-off. And it is interesting, like, for me, I've been saying I can't see Tottenham getting above 7th, like 7th at best. But then I am looking at their signings and I'm thinking, okay, I can see where you're coming. Could Tottenham end up doing better than we think? then you look at Brighton. Could Brighton, and then everyone's saying, I think United are going to have a bad season next season. I'll be honest. I think United are going to have a bad season next season. I think that will be who has a drop off. Cass said to me last night he thinks Arsenal might drop off next season.
I never said that.
Yes, you did. Don't deny it. You did.
No, I never. I've been saying that.
Okay, so can we establish
You did.
something? Like, I think if you're gonna make a statement, you gotta say, is it based on just a feeling or is based off some signs?
Man United.
Like any statement, like Spurs are gonna be top 4.
Yeah,
what are
do you know what? So
you know what I
let
mean?
me-
Like anything.
Yeah. So what I would say is with United at the moment, the reason why I'm saying it is, let me be very clear with this. I've said it very openly that I do believe they get new owners this summer. I do believe they get Qatar, but I think they get it too late to have a positive impact. I think they might even make a signing or two under Qatar, but they won't be long-term good signings. They'll be, here we are, we're here now, Neymar or something like that, yeah? I think season after next, I think United will be in a place to really challenge. But I think at the moment, the reason why I'm saying it is because I don't know if there's clear direction at Man United at the moment. I don't know if with this whole changing of the guard with ownership, I don't know if I think Ten Hag is probably trying to do the best job he can without knowing what the hell's going on. And that can't be good. So that's what I think. And then I just think if you look at the other three, I think you'd be crazy to say City drop out the top 4. I think with what Arsenal did last season and the way they're strengthening, because you have to look at, we don't know who every team gets, but if we look at what Arsenal have done so far, they're definitely strengthening. So why would they not challenge again? Then you look at Liverpool, again, business so far. Liverpool have done good business. And as I always say, the spine, the know-how of the manager and the team. So I think they'll be there. And Newcastle, because look, we have to say, since Eddie Howe has come in, since the new ownership has come in, since January last year, Newcastle have not dropped off. They've kept going. And it does look like they're doing good business. So that's why I think ultimately United will drop out the top 4.
So can I ask questions? Who's going on upward trajectory over the past year or 18 months? We can name teams, right? You can say Newcastle are the third.
Months, Crystal Palace.
Newcastle are the third best team in the country over the past 18 months. Arsenal are the second, if I'm not mistaken. Man United have improved massively from the season before.
Yeah.
Liverpool dropped off. Chelsea dropped off. Spurs completely vanished. Them and Chelsea.
Yep.
So we are assuming that Manchester United reach the top and now it's going down again.
No.
Until they get new owners, right?
I think United will stay at the level that Manchester United are. However, I think that the other teams around them are going to go up a level. And I think United at the moment, look, if United get top 4 next season, for me, with where they are as a club, and let's be clear, the window is not over yet, but where they are as a club, I think if United get top 4, in fact, potentially 5 might get you Champions League football.
Yes.
As long as they get Champions League football.
Is it 5 now?
Yeah,
it depends. If Newcastle get it, they don't get it. If Chelsea,
it's the previous year's performance as a league. So the coefficient of this year, this upcoming Champions League at the end of the season, if you're the top 2 best performing leagues in European competition as coefficient points, then you'll get the top 2 spaces. Yeah. So I think this year I was reading an article and it said it was like it would have probably been like Serie A and the Premier League.
Yeah. And Cass, and this, because you got to think this season coming up is the last season of the Champions League being how we know it. Then the season after is where it changes. But with Man United, I just think with where they are as a club, and I mean that because ownership of a club is the biggest thing that can happen to a football club, right? So where they are as a club, if they can ride that wave and get Champions League football while they go through the ownership thing, they've got to be happy with that. Like, because that is your direction, and your direction comes from the top down.
There is one thing, I agree with you because of, we spoke this morning about Onana, and I fought with you guys yesterday. He changes everything. And then a report comes out saying that Man United don't have the money to buy Onana, and they're lining up alternatives, which shows that the club is in disarray. Even though it is, Cass, let me get this straight. Even though it is right or wrong, but the fact that you haven't even bid for Onana, and there a report comes out, that means
Can I
Yeah,
tell you
it's
why?
just-
Can I
yes,
tell you
yes,
why? Because
yeah.
Man United's also looking for a number 2. That's why.
Ah, okay.
That's why I
Yeah,
wouldn't
that
look
makes
into
sense. I
too
wouldn't
much
need to.
because
Yeah.
we're still looking at Anana. We wouldn't go so deep in with Anana right now just to be like, oh yeah, you know what? Let's go look at other alternatives that are going to cost.
That sounds so wrong.
30
Going in.
No,
Yeah,
but sorry,
yeah.
that's literally what we've done.
What
Twice.
have you? Sorry, Kendall. Have you gone
Bye.
in? Have you gone in deep with Anana?
No, not with Anana. Sorry, no offense. I hope that doesn't come across wrong, but not with Anana. No. We've gone in a bit deep.
Other
We've
people are available.
not me personally, but we've gone in a bit. We went in a bit deep with Szoboszlai, and that's went well. Actually, let's not even talk about that because I actually can't.
No, we're going to talk about that because we saw your tweet and we read it out
I'm
earlier.
sorry, I can't deal with it.
What are you saying, Dawood, man? Quiet over there. Yeah, you know.
I just listened to you guys talking about.
I feel like he's gonna say I'm listening to you guys waffling and we're
I was
winning
going
the
to say, I
league.
thought he was going to
It's
say,
like we're winning the league.
I was waiting for him to
crap.
pull out a
No.
bowl of
That's
rice
what
and
you
just go, I'm busy eating my basmati. Well,
Yeah,
No,
it's
no,
like, oh, you guys are waffling. I'm winning the league.
And who was it that said that Newcastle Arsenal will finish top 4?
I don't know his name. He's a call-in guy on Grizzly's
It's a
show.
call-in
It's
show,
mental.
like,
it's a
It's
fan.
insane, isn't it?
Chelsea fan. Chelsea.
That is a wild take because from finishing second to the team that we had to improving, now we've got Urin Timber coming in, Havertz and Declan Rice. That already gives us
Top 3
solidity,
midfielder,
yeah.
right? Top 3 midfielder in the next few months. Havertz.
100%, yeah. Not Havertz, sorry, Declan Rice. But getting those 3 additions, plus I've got a feeling that we're going to get one more big signing before the transfer window ends. And that's basically solidified us in the top 2 next season. I don't see us finishing below the top 2. I think we'll be
Never say
next
never.
season.
That would Chelsea went and signed
I like that
Sterling,
confidence, though.
Koulibaly. Chelsea went and bought.
But if you look at Chelsea, they bought
Kukurea, and Sterling,
but how
and
many of those
finished
players-
12 while being third in the season before.
How many of those players that Chelsea signed last summer was established Premier League players?
Let's be
Also,
honest.
but also the other thing is but also
Kukurea,
hold on,
Sterling,
Mo,
come
Mo,
on, though.
better question than that. That was a load of players joining a manager. In fact, firstly joining Tuchel and then joining Harry Potter, right? This is a couple of players joining Arteta and a group of players that have already played together. So it's not embedding a bag of players with a new manager trying to put a new system in. This is players coming in and filling gaps. So there's a world of difference there.
I know. I also look at Chelsea and I see they've got Jackson as their striker. No one knows how he's going to play next season.
Who even
They
is
might
that,
play-
please?
Hold on, who'll score more? Jesus or
He
Jackson?
could have actually sat next to me in a like restaurant, and I wouldn't even have a clue who he was, to be honest.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo.
And so if Chelsea, Caicedo, I don't know what's happening with that because Fabrizio put that they're going to bid in the next 24 to 48 hours about 3 days ago. And I don't know what's happening with that.
They
And
might have
I think
that's why they're waiting Mason Mount, which is Monday.
I've got a feeling that if we get rid of Thomas Partey, I think we might go for Caicedo. I think.
I said that as well, you know. I said that as well. I said I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal come in now with all the right stuff is nearly enough, pretty much done. I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you know why it would be funny? Yeah, because it would almost be like, what happened before with, Caicedo. They lost out on Caicedo. Chelsea got Mudryk over Arsenal, and Arsenal kind of, let's say, Arsenal got bullied at school, right? They've gone gym, They've just beat City. They've just beat City in the transfer. So now they're thinking, do you know what? We want a bit of Chelsea. Bring that Chelsea back. Bring that Chelsea and let's take Caicedo off them and get the last laugh. The news I'm seeing coming out of Arsenal's camp at the moment is like, I do think you're going to...
30K a week? Oh.
No, not that. I'm seeing them linked with a lot of players. And do you know what? I could imagine Arsenal... I said Arsenal were going to have a big summer transfer-wise. I could see Arsenal pulling out. These 2 signings aren't there. I think they could pull out a bigger one. I think there could be one bigger signing than Declan Rice, coming.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Because
a marquee signing.
Who's possibly bigger than Declan Rice?
James Maddison. James Maddison. Isn't that right, Deji?
Fred.
James Maddison's a midget.
Okay, guys, let me do it. Welcome, Deji. Let me do these couple of super chats. And also, guys, we're almost 600 people here. Can you get the likes up? Get us to 300 likes. When we reach 300 likes, it pushes us next to the next person, and it helps us channel massively. So hit that like button.
And real quickly, people, stay tuned because have Duad and Deji been
Yeah.
on show.
Daoud.
Sorry.
Wait,
Daoud. Can I call you? Hold on.
You just said it. You
Just
just
said
said
it.
it.
No.
You just said it.
Can we need to come up with something that I can call you that I'll get right because I feel like I'm disrespecting you. Nah, no, bro. Nope, that's not happening. Never
Edie.
am I referring. Huh? Nope.
Edie?
Nope.
I don't know why. Why is
Bro, I can't pronounce shit
move
right,
on,
that's me,
move on.
But all I was going
Okay,
to
you
say
call
is
my nickname. My nickname Daz. You can call me Daz.
Daz, right, boom, Daz.
Oh,
Daz,
nice.
have Daz and Deji ever been on a show together?
Big up
Yeah.
once.
Oh,
Yeah, a couple
and
times.
it must have been fireworks, right?
Okay, so thank you, Tad
You'll
Biggs is saying big up the OnlyFans content I can listen to now. Thank you so much. We love to hear it, my friend.
For a
We
minute
love-
there, I was like, big up the OnlyFans content. I was like, what?
Yeah, I
Am
was
I
thinking,
miss-
is
am
that
I
my
missing
is that,
something
is
here?
that my
OnlyFans
comment about
content.
Kendall going in deep with Anana?
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Deji, you've missed a bit here, I'm afraid.
I can see that. Apologies.
Alex, big up Alex. Thank you, Alex. To remind me the jump NC did before top 4.
Remind me
That's
the jump.
true. We were 20th. Well,
Newcastle
no, we
did
went
before
20th
top.
to 11th, 20th to 11th, 11th to 4th.
Exactly. Yeah,
and
exactly.
also
That's fair. That's a
also
fair point.
being Avishiki saying Madison Bruno's Szoboszlai.
Lovely.
What a
absolute
midfield, Kendall.
Stunning midfield. That absolutely lovely.
Absolutely.
It's firmly
Phenomenal midfield.
staying in my dreams. I'm
OnlyFans.
afraid.
Only Cass.
No, they were saying this is the only fan content. Not you need
No,
to
they-
Only
they-
fan content that you can listen to.
only fan content, not
No,
only
because-
fans, Cass.
No, it says Cass OnlyFans. I'm like, okay,
Oh.
you know weird.
Oh, I mean, listen.
Get your
I
bag,
know
man.
we share a
Get the
house,
bag.
but listen, I'm upstairs, he's downstairs. When it gets to night time, I go upstairs. I don't know what Cass does, so that's his business. Kendall.
We are disrespecting the super chat.
Oh, so I thought you were going to say we're disrespecting OnlyFans. I was going to say, bro, they disrespect themselves.
Yeah.
Move on.
Moving on.
We're moving on.
Sorry.
So a couple more. You are
don't have
sleeping on
OnlyFans,
Aston
bro.
Villa for top 4. Second in points from January 1st onwards.
I
Same
wish I did.
trajectory as Newcastle here. That's a big, like a wild take, to be honest, to say that. Aston
Yeah.
Villa
It is
will
right.
be
There's
top
only
4.
4 spots. Like, there's only 4 spots. I don't know. Like
5.
how many can possibly? Well, yeah, 5. Obviously, Champions League. But like at the minute, there is currently only if you want top 4.
And you look at the
There's
other
only
teams.
4. Like I don't know how many teams can actually
No,
physically
there's
drop out.
only
Like
2 spots. There's only 2
And
spots.
do you know what? I
So-
remember, what was it? It was our first Never Fail barbecue. So 2 or 3 years ago.
It was lit.
One of our friends from around here who supports Villa, who got carried away, definitely, and he actually was coming on shows.
Who,
Like, we don't
Hudson?
Hudson, guy that wrapped my car, and he made a bet with Mario that
Was it Mario or was it no? Was it not? Was it not?
No, it was-
What's his name? It
was Roland.
Roland. That's it.
Roland. He made it was £500
bills,
that Villa
5 bills.
would finish in the top 6, was it? 5 bills. And he
Yeah,
had
yeah,
the barbecue, he had to pay out the 5 bills. Villa fans, you lot are doing really, really well, but top 4, come on, man. Like,
You got Europa
if
League.
Villa get top 4, then I think we can safely say right now, Emery deserves manager of the season. Like, they're in straight away.
100%.
There we go. Hudson, my guy. What was it?
I'm not being funny. If Villa get top 4, then I think there's going to be an exodus going to the kind of Saudi League, to be honest, because it would be an utter disgrace. The Premier League will lose its status as the #1 football league.
Yeah.
And you'll find me in Saudi as well. I'll be streaming from Abu Dhabi as well from next season.
Bro, it hooked me up. If there was some
It's
money,
always
I'll go.
these particular. I would honestly, if Villa get top 4, congrats to them. Don't like them,
Yeah,
but
yeah, fully.
congrats to them, man.
But they
Yeah, I
can't.
know.
Come on.
There's
It's
no
not
way
just.
it's top
and-
4, by the way.
The thing is, it's not sleeping on Villa. I think we all know how good a job Emery's done at Villa, and I think like he'll continue to do that. But you're talking about Emery taking them top 4, like
He's tried to the Europa League final.
Well,
That's-
Eddie Howe did it.
huh?
He's in the Europa
Eddie
League.
Howe did it
Liverpool fans,
before.
watch out.
I hear you, bro. I hear
And
you.
I'm sorry, who's a better
What do I
manager,
know?
Eddie Howe or Emery? Based on it's before Eddie Howe gets
Depends on
top
your
4,
taste buds.
you would never bet Eddie Howe would do a better job than Emery.
Yeah, but it's a bit of a weird conversation because obviously if you go like off trophies, then obviously it's Emery, like that's
exactly
that's
before Eddie Howe
obviously,
takes
but
over
like
Newcastle.
at the minute, then obviously you'd
So-
just be like, that's a bit like a weird it's like a weird
Emery's a
But you
manager.
know what,
angle
I
to
bet-
take, if you know what I mean.
Manager.
But a better question would be: so Villa qualified for
Europa League.
Conference.
conference, right?
Yeah.
All right,
Europa.
conference.
No,
not the
oh
one-
wait. Oh, was it conference? I thought it was
No,
Europa.
Yeah,
yeah,
Europa
it's
League is the
Brighton's
Zerbi and Jurgen
Europa
Klopp.
and
So
I'm
Liverpool.
starting to
No.
call,
So I'm
call
intrigued. Sorry,
clubs with their
question, real
manager's
quick.
name now.
real
It's
quick,
like
a
Eddie
question.
Howe.
Hold on. A question for Villa fans and Hudson. Question for you and anyone else. As a Villa fan, what would you rather next season? Would you rather
Hence.
get top four and win nothing, or get top 6 and win the conference?
Or get nothing and win conference.
Wouldn't matter. It
Why
wouldn't
are you
matter.
throwing that in there? No, it's my question, and that's what I'm going.
It wouldn't matter because it wouldn't matter
Yeah.
because top 6, if you win
No, 'cause I
conference,
think-
you go to Europa League.
No, I think you know what. I think I've got enough respect for Villa that I don't think Villa would just go win a trophy and we're happy. That's why I put in there. They want top 6
I get what
and
Mo's saying though,
Conference
because
League.
if they win Conference League, they get Europa League anyway, so it doesn't matter where they fit.
But that's
where
why I
they
said.
finish.
Right. Okay. Yeah. True.
Wait. What about you? What about you, Darwin, man? Do you reckon
Can I
they're going to
get
finish?
the next super chats
Oh,
first? Get them out of the way, guys.
sorry.
No, you can't.
Can we not dwell on one? Like, with all due respect to people, like we cannot. If we spend on every
Sorry,
super
boss.
chat like
Sorry,
20
boss.
minutes, we're never gonna finish. Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah.
Okay,
Kylian
two
Mbappe.
guys.
Oi,
Two guys.
Kylian Mbappe, you are cheap. $4.99.
$499.
And
Okay,
back-
and you're
That
in
PSG
America.
contract not paying enough. Like, surely it's
Yeah,
paying you more
come
to
on,
then
man.
to send $4.99 man.
Two
No, thank
guys
you,
named
thank you.
Michael Arteta and Ebo keep calling my phone and telling me I am phase 5 of the project. What is phase 5 and who are these men?
Hold on a second. So, this super chat, keep it up there. I get what he's doing, and it's funny, but
For the wood.
no. Has someone actually literally gone and made an account called Kylian Mbappe just to do this super chat? If they have, I mean, keep doing it. Do one as
Fair enough.
Vardio in a minute, please. Like, but wow.
Killy.
Edu, sorry.
Ebo.
That's
Ebo.
that's for you.
Arteta and
What is
Ebo.
phase 5? And who are these men?
Well,
who's Ebu?
right now the season hasn't started yet, so we're on phase 3.5. We haven't hit phase 4 yet. So
Phase
Do you really
3.5?
believe in these phases, though? Like, seriously?
yeah, I do. Yeah.
You really do
I have
believe that
phases.
the project
I have
has
phases. 1
phases
minute.
in it
1 minute
and
I'm
stuff
over
like
it.
this.
I'm fit. I have phases as well.
Because if you watch Mikel Arteta's interviews, because I know you don't watch his interviews,
Of course not.
he's been talking about each phase. He's been talking about each phase from the moment he signed for Arsenal, and then there's an interview where he said,
Hold on, what was phase 3? Was phase 3 last season?
So phase 1 was clear out of the squad.
Yep.
So getting all the deadwood out.
Yep.
Phase 2 was bringing in youngsters into the squad.
Okay. Yep. Phase
So
3.
Ben White, Ramsdale, all these youngsters. I don't know why he's laughing. Phase
Was
3
then
was
immature.
Why are you
phase 3
laughing?
was
Chris, why are you laughing
What are you laughing
for?
for?
phase 3 was getting into the top 4. We've done now phase 3, and now we're heading to phase 4, which is
What's phase 4?
challenge for the league and Champions League.
No. So you're already in phase 4 because you challenged last season.
No, but it was to complete phase 3 was to get into the top 4. So we've done that.
All right. So you're now, but you're
Wait,
already
is this
in
an
phase 4.
actual
You should
thing,
have
or is this an actual
Yeah,
like
I
yeah,
swear
that's
to
right.
God,
club leg thing?
I think people think we're joking. I think
Oh no,
people
I thought
think
you were.
we're
But now I
actually
get it.
joking.
The way he listed
Guys,
it, it's spot on.
guys,
He must have
Dawood
actually-
is dead. He's
Yeah,
serious
okay.
about this.
Oh, I thought you were just like saying it because that the comment it said like phase 5, so you were
Yeah.
just kind of
No,
like
he is serious about
compartmentalizing it. But
So
He
ultimately,
believes
Arsenal
in
ahead
it.
of the
He's
phase.
buying into the
Okay.
phases.
Dad, so Arsenal ahead of their phases. Ultimately.
Yeah, because when we didn't win the title, the owners, sporting director Edu, they
Who
were
won
like,
it? Who won it?
when City won the league, yeah. Edu and Arteta and Kroenke, they said we're ahead of schedule. Wasn't meant to win the league, so phase 3 was to get into the top 4. We've done that. Phase 4 now is to hopefully win the league or win a European trophy. So next year, that's why the Kroenkes, Stan Kroenke is heavily backing Mikel Arteta because he's literally achieving
He's
every
hitting his
single
business
objective.
objectives.
Yeah. So if you're working for a company and they see
Yeah.
you set your objectives every single year and you're hitting them, then
But
you're doing
and this is sorry, last thing, and this is what I always said. Sorry, just one last point.
Go on.
And this is what I always used to say when people were turning on Wenger, right? When Arsenal fans were turning on Wenger, I used the exact same thing, Daz. No. He's getting year-on-year contract extensions. If you're in any job role, you don't get contract extensions if you're not hitting your business objectives. Wenger was always hitting the objectives. It was the board that was setting poor objectives. So it's spot on. That is the way your owners move. So sorry, Cass.
I know Arsenal have done the most in this window. I know, but I really want to get
Cass.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna say this one time. Hey guys, relax on Dawood as well, man. Like,
and I love the comments.
Like, I know some of you are in there like Copper and all that. Like, what are you asking? Like, how do you get it? Relax, G. Relax. If you believe he's a troll, don't get hyped towards it. You know what I'm talking about.
You know, but when he's trolling, but he's not at the moment. He's doing.
He's serious.
The good thing is, I already know that my man's bulletproof anyway. So listen, he loves all these comments. So keep them coming because I know
keep them coming.
He'll drink those tears. So.
But yeah, man, go through for the super chat. I just wanted to say that, like, just relax on him a little bit, man. Like, don't come from personally. Just cuss his footballing opinion. Like, don't call him idiot. He already knows he's an idiot. Like Mo.
Okay, carry on.
What?
Nothing. Carry on, Mo.
Anyway, so Tad Bakes paid my money. Where is my feet pics? Only Daps.
Hold on, what? Pays my money. Where my feet pics? Only Daps. Listen, if you want pictures of my feet, then that's on you. No problem. And listen, if people want to pay for it,
horrible, man.
I've got a size 13, and you do not want pictures of them at all. But if you want to pay for them, you can have them. No problem whatsoever.
Michael Johnson saying Gunners ticket holder, openly saying Szoboszlai for Liverpool will be signing of the season. Their DM and left centre back away from having their fourth 90+ point season under Jurgen Klopp.
Micah,
we talked about this morning.
I really used to like Micah a lot. I really did used to like Micah a lot. I'm afraid that's over now. So thanks for that.
I don't get why.
Thanks for the super chat.
Salty about it, like you got
Szoboszlai. What is it?
Right? Who cares? You got Tonali and you're going to go get another person. What's the problem? I don't get it.
Do you know why it is? It's because
it's gone so deep.
Let her speak, Mo. Let her speak.
It's because of who it is. It's because of who it is, right? That's why. I wouldn't have actually cared if he went anywhere else. Right? It's a fact he went there, and that's what I'm bothered about. And I have to see him. I just wouldn't have even cared if he'd gone any other place. But the fact is, I like was getting tagged millions of times. They say like, ha, you thought he was coming to use. Well, no, I never said that, but I said I wanted him to. So yeah, that's why. So I just want to clear that up for a start. Everyone's asking me why I'm being salty, and it's not because it is a bit salty because obviously I wanted him at Newcastle. That's fine, but it's because it's Liverpool. I'm afraid.
Okay. Ahmed Abdul Qadir. We're all waiting for the 115 plus charges to be exposed.
You can keep waiting because the fact of the matter is, like, honestly, you lot can keep hanging on this 115 charges like it's new news. Yeah, we all know what is going on now. If you truly think, that City are going to be found guilty and City are actually going to be, then you know what, more for you, innit? More for you. So that's all I'm saying. Like, we keep hanging on it and keep crying about it. City will beat these charges, and if they don't,
I'm not liking the seriousness of this situation at this moment in time. Can we lighten up the
what Saturday night?
Lighten up the Saturday night a little bit because even I'm being a bit serious, which I don't like.
3 toes for the treble. I'll try and grow you one for the treble, you know.
Let me ask you.
Someone tell us a joke.
Yeah,
2 parrots sitting on a perch. One said to the other, "I smell fish."
What?
2 parrots sitting on a perch. One said to the other, "I smell fish." Perch. How do you have you not heard about the fire in the circus? It was intense.
Oh my goodness.
How do you kill a circus attendant? Go for a juggler.
Okay.
What do you call a man with a seagull on his head? Cliff.
I can't.
Bob. Oh
if-
no, that's
if
the
I
other
said
joke.
the
That's
joke,
a different
If I
joke.
said the jokes I want to say, I'd get cancelled instantly, and I'll never
I
be
don't
able
know
to.
dad jokes. That's all I know is dad jokes.
I've got.
Oh,
my joke-
yeah, I've got
my
my
joke's
favorite
up.
dad joke as well.
Deji, man. So
Anyways.
if Arsenal are in phase 3.5, that must mean you're in minus 0.5 phase, right?
Bruv, at the moment, I accept where Tottenham is. We've started again. We're doing a whole rebuild, and I'm quite happy to do it. In terms of Arsenal being in phase 3.5, I think the proof will be in the pudding. I think the fact that they've bought Kai Havertz is laughable for 65 million. I think it's definitely a backward step. But for me, look, I'm not going to lie to you. Postecoglou is here. We've got a new keeper. I think it's a great buy in James Maddison.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you think about James Maddison?
I think he's legit. I think James Maddison is legitimate. Huh?
You rate him in it?
Do you know what? When you look in the Prem, apart from Odegaard,
I'm so glad he's
who else would you rate as a direct replacement to Eriksen?
But you know what? You know what's funny, Deji? Because the last time we were on a Saturday show, or we might have been on a Friday, you said you didn't rate James Maddison whatsoever.
How the hell do you remember that?
Because I remember this. This is why I was waiting for this question. Deji, you said you didn't rate him. You said you don't want him.
What I'm saying to you, my bro.
The laugh tells it. He knows he's been caught out here.
What I'm saying is,
Legit now, though, yeah.
after Eriksen, James Maddison does make. Look, Tottenham's had a terrible season. I'm not even going to lie to you. So the fact that we brought in Maddison, look, one thing that you guys on Never a Foul made clear to me from the beginning of the season, you were like, Dej, you man are gonna struggle. You ain't got a playmaker. You ain't got number 10. Truth be told, Spurs struggled without a number 10. Maddison can bang free kicks. He can feed the ball into Kane. He can feed the ball into Son. He's gonna have a good time. For me, it's a win-win. He's not gonna be poor. He's certified in the Prem. I think he's happy to be there.
I know both teams over him. Trust me.
He's homegrown, and it's a good signing.
Deji, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
You're signing Madison.
Yeah.
Looks like you got a goalkeeper. You might get a defender. Are you back in the top 4? And the reason why I'm asking this question is that Chelsea fans.
Don't laugh because I'm coming for you.
That's
No, hold on. I'm genuinely asking a legit question.
You're trolling, man. You're trolling.
Because just you guys are not listening. Just let me finish, and you'll see my reasoning. Because Daps just said that Chelsea fans believe, after being 12 last year, if they have the right window, they can jump back into the top 4. So why Spurs fans are not allowed to feel the same?
Well, you know what? On a level, I want to be clear. There's a couple of unknowns for me. You know that I'm on the fence with Postecoglou. I wish him well. I'm also on the fence with our keeper, who at the moment I'm calling vicarious liability until he proves me otherwise. So that's what I'm calling him. However, let's just say things go well. If things go well and Spurs bring in the Leverkusen defender and the Vanden, or whatever his name is, those are 2 good centre-backs. Tottenham's midfield, for me, is all right. I'm happy with Bentancur. I'm happy with Basuma.
Højbjerg and Madison. Good. Not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
One game a week, not bad, huh?
Yeah, we got Son, who we heard now was suffering from an injury pretty much the whole season. We've got Kane. Hopefully Kulu as well has recovered. And we've got Richarlison. So that in terms of an attacking quartet, that don't look too bad for me.
Not Richarlison. I want not Richarlison, like anybody else.
All right, but even if you put Richarlison out,
I feel like I'm itchy. Every time you say Richarlison, I'm like, what?
But we still got a quartet. We still got Kulusevski. We still got Son. We still got Kane. So that can still work for me. Yeah, we got.
Harry Winks is finally gone, and Oliver Skip's up for sale.
I'm happy that he's gone. Your dog is coming from Udinese. I think he's going to do a job. So
the people that laughed when I asked the question, Dawood, why didn't you laugh when Daps said about Chelsea, but you laughed when I spoke about Spurs? And Chelsea finished 12th and Spurs finished 7th. Why did you laugh?
Because
remove the rivalry out. Like, be logical.
No, I don't. And
I
be
look at-
careful what you. Let me just.
No,
say,
I'm being.
Be careful
being-
what you say.
This has
on
got to
this
do with no
stream.
emotions,
Right.
nothing.
Right, do your
I'm
thing.
looking at Tottenham's manager. Okay, he's never managed a top side team. Okay, no one knows who he is. Okay, you tried to go for Raya from Brentford, couldn't afford him. Then you got a unknown keeper that no one knows. Okay,
And
you're
please,
penny pinching. Benton Core is out until January, so I don't know why everyone's mentioning Benton Core playing right now. He did his ACL, he's out until January, so he's not playing for the rest of the season. You're gonna start the season with Basuma, who had a shocking season last season, and there's a reason why. If you look at his stats for Brighton, Basuma hardly started that many games. Okay, if you really look at it, Graham Potter didn't rate him highly. There's a reason why Brighton usually start really well. And everyone was shocked why they sold him for £25 million. And now everyone knows why they sold him for £25 million because he can't play consistently week in, week out, Basuma. Højbjerg is a decent defensive midfielder, but he suits a team that plays a low block. And if you're going to start playing expansive football, a 4-3-3, Højbjerg's going to get absolutely
Does that mean
exposed.
Basuma's going to thrive then a little bit more? Because that's what
Well,
he
he's
was
not-
used to.
I want him
he's
to
not
finish
consistent
because
enough.
I want when you speak, Dawood,
And then
every time you say something, think about what you say about a player
No.
that had a bad season. But most of the Chelsea players had bad season. You're assuming that Spurs cannot recover, but Chelsea can.
but Chelsea are signing high quality players. Okay. They had a manager in Graham Potter was a shocking manager. Everyone said from day one, this guy's not going to work out. They've got Pochettino. People that don't rate Pochettino, he's still a top class manager. And if you look at Tottenham and you see Harry Kane's leaving to Bayern Munich now, which is
Maybe.
No,
Crazy.
no. Don't do that. Don't do that. He's still here.
Yeah.
Don't do that, Dawood. Don't assume something that
okay.
hasn't
You're doing
happened.
well
with
with
yet.
Chelsea,
made
with
that
Tottenham right
statement.
now, and if you move to a back four, Eric Dyer can't play in a back four.
He's not. We're
Christian
getting rid of
Romero
him.
can't play in a back four. Okay,
Okay.
your right back is Emerson Royale cannot play in a back four.
Emerson
Your
Royale
left-
does play in the back four. He
It'll
plays
be
better.
Porro-
in the back four.
it'll be
What you
Porro
said is
defense.
fantastic, but I
Pedro
can
Porro, I
say
watched him
that
last
I can
season,
have the
absolutely shocking.
exact same analysis about Chelsea. Exact same one.
But Chelsea have a history of Chelsea have never been consistently shocking for a long period of time. They have one season where they do absolutely shocking, then improve their season after. How many times have Chelsea finished 12th, 10th, and the season after against the top four win the league?
Can I just be real? Sorry, I'm gonna have to just take this left a little bit because for me, my prediction I don't think Arsenal finish in the top four this coming season, and
Say
I'll
that
tell you
again.
why.
Now,
I'll tell you why. I'm one of the ones.
Right, we figured out the
Let me
caller.
land.
The caller's on Grizz channel.
I told you before. I
That
thought
was the caller.
I thought it last season that I thought Arsenal were having a season Leicester in disguise. I thought you guys had a freak season. It'll be interesting to see how you get on.
Freak
The
season.
fact that you guys spent 65 mil, Dawood, you and your bedrooms are out here shaking your bum for Kai Havertz, who we ain't really seen anything from him since he's come into the Premier League.
All I'm saying
I don't know
is,
why,
all
I
I'm
don't know
saying
why
is, all
you're
I'm saying
shaking
is,
your
I want to
bum.
say one
You
thing.
haven't done anything.
I want to say
prove to
one
us
thing.
that you're
Who's
gonna
got more?
finish top
Who's
four.
got more close goals?
Newcastle's coming for
Okay,
you.
who's got more
Liverpool's
close
coming
goals?
for you. United's coming for you. Them man are coming for you. And if them man come back, you man are not in the top four. Simple.
Okay, listen. Who's got more clutch goals? Kai Havertz or Harry Kane?
Who's got more what?
Clutch goals. You know what clutch is?
No.
Clutch.
Sorry,
He's a
what?
clutch goals. Clutch goals. He's a clutch.
Who's got more goals?
Kai
Don't do
Havertz
that.
Did he
or
say
Harry
Don't do that.
Kane?
Who's got more goals?
Kai
Who's the
Havertz
bad
or
man
Harry
in front of
Kane,
goal?
bro. Okay.
Who is the
So
bad
don't be
man in front of
disrespecting.
goal?
Don't be disrespecting Kai Havertz, bro.
Who
Okay?
is the
Give
bad
that
man
one-on-one
in front of
chance.
goal? Kane
Give
or
that
Havertz?
one-on-one chance.
Kane
Give that
or
one-on-one
Havertz?
chance to Harry Kane
Who
in the
would
Champions
you
League
rather have
final.
in your
He's not
team?
scoring, bro.
Wait.
He's not
Wait.
scoring.
Hold on.
Let me see if you're
He's not
legit.
scoring.
Guys,
That's all I'm
Let
gonna
me
say,
see if
bro.
you're
Guys,
legit.
guys,
If you had Kane, would you win the league?
I'm not answering that question.
If you had Kane,
I'm not answering that
would you
question.
win the league?
Why you're not answering the question? What is wrong with the question?
The
You do.
disrespect.
I'm
on
so
Kai
sorry. The
Havertz.
fact he called Arsenal Leicester in disguise.
No,
Actually
no,
killing
but
me
that was-
because that
Yes.
is actually rude. That is
That
actually
went
If
under
that
the
one-on-one-
radar. That went
You
under
can be-
the radar. Nobody heard it.
I can't lie. Did you just compare Trash Bandicoot to Harry Kane?
Oh, dears.
All, I'm just saying a fact. I'm saying a fact. Okay. Who's got more clutch goals? Harry Kane or Kai Havertz? That's all I'm saying. Okay. Because there's so many
No,
chances
we
with
can't do
Harry
this.
Kane.
Come on, man.
You cannot name me one clutch game Harry Kane's ever had. Okay.
Well, come on, let's not
Harry
do this.
Kane is legitimate.
He had a one-on-one against Croatia in the World Cup semi-final. Completely misses it.
Bro, you
Kai
know
Havertz,
football
give
better
that
than
to
this.
Kai
You know
Havertz, he's
football.
scoring
You
that.
know football.
I know football better
this.
than that, but don't be disrespecting Kai Havertz, okay?
No,
He's got
bro,
Champions
bro.
League
Sorry,
trophy.
a month
can't
ago.
go-
No, a month
Havertz
ago,
and
Daz.
say
A
they're
month
the same
ago,
level.
you would have been. A month ago, you would have been disrespecting Kai.
No,
Havertz,
where's the
so don't
evidence?
come with that.
Facts.
Come on.
Where's evidence?
Probably on your
Where's evidence?
TikTok, to be frank. If I had
Chelsea won £75 million for him. This guy is worth maximum, I'd say, £40 million. He's not a striker. He's not a winger. Is he a midfielder?
20 minutes later.
But £50 million is a bargain for someone like Kai Havertz. He can play anywhere across the front three. He can play midfield.
Thanks for the evidence, Cass. Cheers.
That's too funny.
Case closed.
That was out of context. That was out of context.
Oh, of course it was.
I
out of
love
context.
Dawood, like the flip flop. Love it. Just own it,
That was out
man.
of
Just
context.
own it. I love
Well,
it.
obviously, that was a crazy statement from him that Arsenal are not going to finish in top 4. That is a crazy.
It's not a
statement.
crazy statement.
That's absolutely.
Can you let
crazy,
me
bro.
explain why though?
That's crazy.
Can
bro.
you let me explain? We all agree that Liverpool had a terrible season, right? We all know that Chelsea had a terrible season. If Pochettino gets them Chelsea guys playing, they're in the top 4. He's got enough talent there in his books. We know what Jurgen Klopp can do with that Liverpool squad. They look like they're coming back. We know Man City are going to be there. And we're yet to see Newcastle spend. And they did their thing. If Newcastle buy 2 or 3 players, they're up there challenging. And we still got United. We still got United. So it's plausible, bro. It's very plausible that you might
keep my team out your mouth right now, bro.
Bro, look, I
Big
think your team is. I think your team is art garbage, and the fact that you guys are guiding for Mason Mount is
Did he
also
just take
laughable.
gas out the way?
I ain't gonna lie to
Did
you.
he just on the way just like gas?
He did.
You
He
are
literally
with
did
this-
what
I have
Christmas
to pray in
tree
there.
all the
It's like
time.
with this guy. This
Deji's
is
on a
like
roll.
you're gonna talk. Here you go. You do.
You know what, yeah, Deji? I've been giving Spurs props. I've been
He has
pitying
been. He
your
has
team.
been. You know.
Pitying your team, yeah? Not today. Not today.
No, but on a level though.
Watch when we come to your ground, second game. Crappy old Man United, don't matter how it is. You ain't winning. Watch.
Yeah, watch when we
You
come
know
to
what?
your ground. Actually, no, don't watch when we come to your ground. We
You
don't
know
want
what?
to-
With
About us.
City, all day long, you know, there's no Tottenham fan in the world that is scared of playing City at home. You know, bring City
There
up,
shouldn't be,
you know,
bro.
you know that.
There shouldn't be.
You know
Yeah,
that. I mean, for you, Daps, if you man can get a goal at City, get a goal at Spurs, that would be good for you.
Oh,
guys.
Pep said it. Look,
You know,
Pep got
it's-
asked, "What does City do next if we do the treble?" And he goes, "Score a goal at Tottenham's ground." Like that's the truth.
Yeah, it's legit.
So,
It's
I get
legit.
it. It's one of them ones. It's what it is. It
It's
means
legit,
fuck all.
man.
That's your trophy, and that is our.
But
that is our.
can I just say this?
If Spurs don't play a low block against you lot, I can see Tottenham holding 9 goals against Man City. If you don't play a low block,
Well, the thing is,
Well,
at their ground,
that's
you
a-
actually
that's
can't
fine,
genuinely
that's
go and try
fine.
and
with
find it.
Foden,
You won't find it.
Dog Blue, whatever his name is, you're
We'll
holding
soon
like
find
7
out.
against.
The thing for me though with Tottenham is it's a real unknown because I think we had a decent squad which was mismanaged by both Mourinho and Conte. Let these, we've released the shackles. Let's see what happens. That's what Arteta did with that average team. He released the shackles and they done all right.
But you
But
said
where-
you
where-
think you've
but
got a
with
decent
Arsenal-
squad.
I think we have an all right squad.
Like
Definitely.
decent. as
Basuma,
in-
Bentancur, Kulusevski, Son, Kane. That's all right.
You've just named 5 players, bro. You didn't say best 11. You said squad, which you've got to
Borrow,
get to at least 16.
The
for me
doggy.
to- Who?
It's not his
Look,
name's
look,
Udigi. Udigi.
Tottenham's issue is that we need a Gabriel
Oh, your issues, your club.
or Saliba next to Romero. For me, it's a shame that we couldn't get Laporte. I think he would have been the perfect.
You couldn't
partner.
even get a conversation with him. The minute he
Well,
saw, bro, he jumped on the
Laporte's a
flight
waste
when he
man.
heard
I'm
you
not
wanted to
gonna
chat
lie
with
to
him.
you.
Bro,
He'd
when
rather
he
sit on
heard,
the bench.
bro, when he heard you were coming to chat with him, he was like, "No, get me a flight to Spain now. I don't want to talk to him."
Yeah, Laporte's a waste man. I hope
Anyways,
he never wins a trophy
you-
ever again in his life.
Well, he's what? He's
Go to
won
some of the
Premier League
chats.
now.
But for me, I think it's gonna if things go well and if everyone
Leadership.
buys in the way that we think they're gonna buy, it's gonna be an interesting season. But for Arsenal fans who were struggling playing in Europe, the Europa League, how are you gonna manage Champions League football when you got to
Oh
play out your
my
best team
goodness.
against Bayern Munich and then come back and play Man United on Sunday? Yeah, let's be real, my bro.
We got also.
You know
And
what,
Kai
Deji, I'm
Havertz
sorry, Deji.
and
You know, I tried-
Jorginho ain't the
Deji,
answer.
I'm sorry. Why you're talking about Arsenal? What about you? What about?
Because he
Spurs?
is so
We are on a
he's
rebuild,
envious, bro. Mo, he's envious. He
Wallahi,
sees us
I'm
going
not,
up
Deji.
that
You know,
way.
I'm not
You're
trolling.
envious,
I'm
bro.
not
Like
trolling,
going
Deji.
backwards. You're envious, bro. That's
Tell
all
me,
you are.
Envious of what?
where are you expecting to finish? Forget Arsenal, okay?
For me,
Please.
Top 10.
For me, I expect Tottenham to get Europa League.
So
Conference.
6. So you're like in the
Yeah,
top 6.
Europa Conference, yeah.
We're back in Europe.
So who's gonna drop?
Who's gonna drop?
Yeah,
I-
below you. Someone has to drop below
Do you fear,
right?
bro? Do you fear Brighton?
Who?
You.
No.
Are you finishing above us?
Hold on, come on. Bro.
Is Spurs finishing above Arsenal? No, I don't think so.
Okay, so Arsenal.
Oh, there's
finishes-
Arsenal's trophy then.
So you think you're gonna finish above Chelsea then, or Newcastle?
One of them teams is dropping. I can tell you that for a fact. One of them is dropping.
No, Chelsea aren't dropping. Chelsea dropped.
Somebody's dropping. I don't know who.
Can drop
Someone's
more, bro.
dropping.
Chelsea
You
can't
can't go
drop
down more. Okay, guys, let me
We're
just
gonna rebuild. But
me-
can I
let
just
me-
say this? We're not in Europe. We're just focused
Yeah,
on the league.
So Chelsea.
Yes.
So
Can I do
Last
these
time
super
you
chats?
dropped out of Europe. How did that work out for you?
Yeah, can I do these super chats? Tahir Khan, thank you so much for the super
No,
chat. Is it
we're in
true
pot two.
Arsenal will be in pot 3? No, they will be in pot 2, Tahir, which will help them get out of the group stage.
How the hell are they in pot 2?
I don't know how Arsenal are shaking their bum, to be honest. It's
Uh,
getting-
I really can't. Bone files.
Let's see Bonfields. Let's see
Sonia
Bonfields.
experience. I'm like, what is this?
Dunya.
Why do people make up name? Why can't your name be Ahmed or
Or John. John's even better.
or Carl? Just
Carl. Man said Carl.
like something else.
Carl.
Oh God.
Anyway, if Ten Hag wins the league next season, Arteta should get sacked with this face
Gets
ball.
sucked. He said she gets sucked.
Sucked. Should get
With
sucked.
his baseball shit and said, "No, we trust."
In
Man
Ten
said
Hag we
sucked.
trust.
Man wants so. The mad thing is, you know what? His name, yeah. If you look at his name, look at his emoji. Firstly, thank you for the super chat. Look at him. I think he's got a YouTube channel because look at his emoji. Bonfield's done his experienced.
It's okay.
I'm sure it means something.
Yeah. Thank you for super chat. Hudson is saying clutch goals. This ain't MLS. It's NBA.
What
It
the
is.
heck?
This is.
Your career is defined on clutch goals, okay? Okay, so let's
Well,
not.
No, yeah, well, I get what you mean by clutch goals. Yeah.
Oh, stop!
So who at Arsenal have got clutch goals?
Can we let me finish the rest, please? Because I don't want to stop again.
Robert Van Persie, innit?
CFC Pirates from Canada. Let's be honest, bottom left cried for not winning the league after they spent most on top. Can't make this up. Folks. Well, Dawood, you're really famous, my friend. You're really famous.
I don't care. She gives me when she laughs, it gives me the giggles, man.
All right, stop it. No. All right, no, I can't. I'm going to set off again now.
What is going on here? Honestly, I try and come on a show on a Saturday night to have a normal football debate, and I get stuck with these people.
Guys, it's gone. It's
This
gone.
is
Head gone.
This stream
is
is
Saturday Night
absolutely
Live?
madness.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're doing our schedule for next season, and Friday night is going to be Chew the Fat, which is completely wild because that is not football related, and that's kind of going to be like this, but on steroids.
Yeah.
Cass, you all right, mate?
Micah Johnson again. I said, like, I can't lie. It's another City Liverpool 90+ point title race. Maybe. I don't know. I think there are no signs of Arsenal dropping, to be
No,
honest.
agreed. That's what I think. as
Like,
well.
it's going to be.
They're just envious.
Let's just put it this way.
Oh, come on, bro. No one's envious. This is where you get carried away. What?
No,
Because
because there's not a single person in the chat saying Arsenal going to finish in the top 3, top 2. Everyone's saying we're not finishing top 4. Everyone, then this guy
that's
said in
mad.
the
You're
super
finishing
chat
the top-
that Liverpool and Man City again next season. On what evidence? Like, guys, if you're gonna bring these statements, bring evidence back.
No, but hold on. You can give evidence on why City and Liverpool will be up there, right? You can. Right. So okay. Well, City firstly, I don't need to explain that
Okay,
to
yeah,
you.
obviously, City, yeah.
And then Liverpool, because Liverpool have put up better title challenges than Arsenal have, right? With the same manager, a very similar squad of players, and they're now plugging. Hold on, and they're now plugging the holes that they had last season. So listen, let me be clear.
So
I
there's
have
not a
said.
striker.
They don't need a strike. Liverpool
They
do
do
not
need a
need to.
striker.
Hold on. Liverpool do not need to do a single thing to their front, bro. Nothing.
Yes, they do,
Nothing
because
at all.
they've lost.
All right, bro.
Prime Firmino and Prime Mane was one of the main reasons why they're in a title challenge for the past
It's
5
pattern
years.
now. It's pattern now. It's sorted.
Firmino,
bro,
Mane, Salah.
Diaz, Gakpo, Salah. They've also now got. Already got one more creative midfielder. They've got Darwin Núñez second season. Liverpool going forward are perfectly fine. The issue is their midfield. And you're talking about they need a striker. Come on, be careful.
I completely disagree because Mane and Salah wasn't one of them. The reason why they needed a striker.
They were
Mane
great,
and Salah
but that
was
doesn't
so
mean
close.
that they're bad now. We had Aguero. That doesn't mean that we haven't.
Diaz, Jota, Diaz, and
that's the other one.
Gakpo.
Yeah, Jota,
and,
Gakpo.
Núñez.
Yeah, them guys are balling.
Them guys, they're not gonna get enough goals to sustain a title challenge.
Okay, bro. Listen, okay, bro. No problem.
That's what I think.
He's got a complex about strikers because his team doesn't have one.
Why are you talking like that, Kendall?
Because I can't talk. Because if I speak,
Sorry, carry on, Mark.
Guys, do you think Jesus will get at least 15 goals in the Prem this season?
He could have last year.
Last
Yeah, I
season,
think so.
Last season,
If he wasn't injured last year, he would have.
Yeah.
Right, this is funny.
But here's my problem, like with next season. It's like I'm actually guilty of this. I keep saying, yeah, this team is gonna challenge for the title, and then I give a check. This team is gonna challenge for the title, and then now I'm ending up with 6 teams challenging for the title, and I don't know who's gonna drop out. Like the reason why the points were very the points between the top teams were divided home and away. Like Liverpool against Man City and against Man United and against Arsenal lost home and away. One at home and lost away. Man United the same. Man City the only same. Other than even against Man United. So I'm like, so some other teams will drop, like the Brightons, the Villas, and all these teams will drop, and everybody else will just win, and we'll get the highest point tally we have seen in the top 6 probably based on this transfer market. Unless someone having a shocker of a season, you know what I mean?
I do think Arsenal will challenge next season, but I think it's fair to say I think Liverpool.
What about Liverpool?
Liverpool will challenge. I've said it. I think, depending on transfer windows, I think Liverpool and Arsenal will both challenge. Liverpool, Arsenal, and City will go at it next season.
So what about Newcastle? So why?
I've just given my 3. Are you going to throw every Premier League name at me now? I've just given you my predictions. Now, didn't you want to get through the Super Cup?
I'm just asking you, what are Newcastle? They're not going to.
We want title.
No, not yet.
We want challenge.
I did say earlier I won't rule Newcastle out, but if you're saying
I can't see us challenging next year.
I think at the moment it will be Arsenal and Liverpool.
Can you at least put in a charge like what Arsenal did? Can Newcastle do what Arsenal do? Like Arsenal did a title Arsenal challenge for 29 games. Can you do that at least? No.
You know what? I'm gonna give out a challenge. Guys, if you are here, your challenge is to like this video and get it to 500 if you can. That's the challenge. You guys know where it is. Stop being lazy. If you push this to 400 likes, the ones that haven't done so, you might actually see 1,000 people come up in the stream since last week. It's been 1 week since we've seen 1,000 in the chat. 11,000 subscribers now as well. So if you haven't actually subscribed yet, get us over 11,100 today. That would be sick. So if you haven't subscribed, just remember to hit that button as well. And also check out Rivals in the description. So if you fancy anyone's name that you might recognize, there you go. Yeah, moving on. Newcastle then. If we're going to stay on the Newcastle subject.
Cass, why don't you sing that song for us, the one that you really like?
James Madison.
How did you know? Cass loves it, you know.
I think it's wicked. I like all them dodgy
he
songs.
Went and signed for. Oh, that was it. Said no to Looney Tunes.
It's awful.
He had signed for the Tottenham. Didn't want to play with Botton. That one.
Yeah, that
Cass
one.
loves it.
It's funny. That's why. The cringy songs.
I thought it was unbelievable scenes.
That Pete as well. So yeah, you done the Liverpool one with Darwin Nunes. It's just funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. No, Newcastle. I think it will struggle even to get top 4 next year. It just depends on your. Because I actually think, the dark horse of next year in the Champions League, I think you get to the quarterfinals. Some way down the line, I just think you really do. I think you're going to bring in
I'll take it.
I think you're going to bring in 2 more experienced heads that's had Champions League experience. And I really do think you get to the quarterfinals. And I think whoever, even if it's Man United to get to quarterfinals and stuff like that, whoever does go a bit further is going to drop off. So
yeah, and just because again, like we're probably out of the teams in Champions League this year, like out of the 4 from the Premier League, we've definitely got the worst depth. Like because we've just still got like half the squad's Championship. So if we did get further, but I'll take going further in the Champions League and getting Europa League 100%. I'll take that next season. Like that'll be like I didn't even think we'd ever be in Champions League again. So to actually have that choice, I'll take it. I'll take it next season.
You never know. You might get someone like Porto in the Champions League round of 16 or something. You're like, yeah, I fancy that. No one's ever thought about that. So I just think, your depth. But I think there's another issue as well, which I think your club will probably focus on it, especially your new training guy. It's it's the fitness part of it all. Like Trippier is wicked, but I don't think Trippier can do 2 games a week. Dan Burns wicked. Like
no, I think that's why we're linked to like the likes of Livermento.
Livramento, yeah.
I think that's why. Because people, it's not like Hollywood. It's not like Hollywood and that, and it's not like this unbelievable fullback. I think fullback's a really, really hard position to cover anyway at the minute. But I think that's why we've gone stuff like that. Because obviously he'll play like Carabao Cup games, FA Cup games, like the earlier ones. Give Trippier time for a rest because obviously he's coming to like his formative years, if you will. Now, like he's not going to be here for like that much longer, probably another 2 years. So yeah, that's why we're linked with like the likes of Livramento. We've already got another young right back as well. So
what about Burns though? Do you think Burns is going to be your main left back going into
no way. The fact that we're not linked with any left backs at the moment is actually, I know this might sound weird to people, but it's actually given me faith that we are.
Yeah.
Because if we were linked to every man and his dog, then I would be thinking.
Dan Ashworth not leaving Italy? I think he might be back by now, right?
Actually, that was it.
I don't know. I don't know if he's back or not.
So that's right. When it was this time last week, I think someone said that apparently he kind of is on a mission to get. I can't remember who it was, but a left back from Italy before he comes back.
It was Theo Hernandez. Yeah. Then we were linked to that DiMarco as well. Is that what he's called? DiMarco.
Don't do that. He's gonna have a heart attack soon. Over there, just sitting quiet, thinking, these guys are chatting.
No, I don't think DiMarco isn't great in a back 4.
Yeah, I think he's more of a wing back.
As I say, I don't know how.
Yes, he's a very, very good. Yeah, wing back. Theo Hernandez is more of a back 4. He did
say though that he wasn't coming back unless he had 2 players from Italy. So whether I don't know.
2 players from Italy. So he got one. Which is Tonali,
yeah,
right?
So I don't know who the other one's going to be. He said he's not coming back till that's done.
Barella.
So. Don't start that again. I don't want to go.
Barella.
Don't want to go back. Don't want to go back to it now. But we might end up with an Empoli goalkeeper. But yeah.
Do you reckon you might go someone
Empoli goalkeeper? He already went to Spurs.
I know.
I reckon
I was saying the other one.
I bet you might be talking to someone like Caicedo. I've seen that Juventus might be
seen it linked
as well.
A lot. I don't know. Yeah, but it's like they're saying 60 million euros. We didn't want to play that for Szoboszlai, so why would we then?
How much do you think Theo Hernandez will be then?
Oh no, I don't think we'll get Theo Hernandez at all. I really don't. I don't even think them
more
links,
expensive than.
I don't even think them links were serious. To be fair, I think it was just like we went to AC Milan. Let's just start linking random players. Like that's what I think it was. But I don't know who else will come back with some randomer. Probably I don't know some random Dan Ashworth.
There is one player that I don't know why nobody's actually linked with him. Carlo Garganesi. He has this Italian football podcast.
Yeah,
yes. So they had an interview with the most trusted journalist that follows Juventus. Like the Northeast journalist in England that followed Newcastle.
The equivalent of Grizz Khan, but from Italy.
No, that's a serious. that's someone that is a serious journalist. That's his job.
Oh yeah. By the way,
and he said,
"Trust me, I know these Qatari people. I know them personally. They are not footballing people."
No, he actually said he knows people that knows them personally.
Yeah, something like that.
Slander his name.
It's the same thing. And he knows that they're not going to do a good job at Man United, apparently, as well. Just Chris sources, by the way.
Not their attitude or anything.
Can I go? So they said that Juventus are actually they want to offload Vlahovic. He is for sale. If someone is coming in with an
Ooh, that
offer, they
could-
don't want to keep the
Someone was
guy.
just linked with it. Was it not Arsenal? I seen a
Bayern
link
were
the
as
other
well.
day.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody was
And
linked in the Premier League.
Chiesa is for sale for the right offer. Apparently, these two players are not happy anyway. So
How much
Juventus
would they
want to
want for
keep
Vlahovic,
Chiesa. They want.
reckon?
I think Vlahovic will go for like 50, 60 million euros max.
I don't
So
know.
so if Levy mucks about, if Levy
you
mucks
guys
about
know
with Kane,
Bremer. You guys know Bremer, the guy that played for the Brazilian guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He
yeah.
wants to go after one season. He's a very good defender.
He wouldn't. I don't know if he would suit someone like Newcastle. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. I saw
And he
Vlahovic.
would be actually
He's
very good for
first.
Man United, probably as a backup for Varane, because he plays from the back and stuff like that.
No, not my. No.
Why not? He's very good. He's not bad.
No, he's okay. No, he can stay.
anyway.
So
No,
he's
he's
okay
any more
to go
super
to
chats?
Newcastle, but he's not okay, even though they have a better defense than you.
It's just the way Newcastle play would suit. I think suits Bremer a little bit more than how Man United.
How do Newcastle play?
Because like Newcastle played like a very fast, rigid football, you could say, and
Yeah.
they like to get up into your faces quick, and they want to bully you, kind of situation. Man United are not bullies.
Definitely not.
Bremer's a bully. That's
Well,
what I'm just trying to
it
say.
remains to be seen who we come back with. I don't know, but Dan Ashworth, I think it's just an excuse for a holiday. Me, like, be fair, like I think I might do that. I might like ring work and be like,
I'm
just gonna go
Vlahovic, I think
recruit
he's going to end up at Chelsea.
and spin.
Yeah, it makes sense. If
Oh,
that's-
that does make sense. Also, the thing is, I think if I was Bayern, I'd be thinking, okay,
Yeah, people are saying that as well in the chat. Someone,
yeah, because I think they've been linked with him before, and I think now if he has come out and said, you know what, I want to leave, I think Bayern would be looking at that going, okay, and I think Levy would also be looking at that thinking, oh,
he got linked to the Spurs today. To be fair, did you know that?
no,
Deji?
but
Vlahovic.
I think the whole thing with Vlahovic is Bayern now have that weight where they can say, look to Levy, this is our last offer because there are other options out there. You take it, we'll go and look at that. But I also
I think Harry Kane is going to go anyway.
All of these clubs that are offloading players as well, right? Because Sevilla, they're another one. They've
Yeah,
just
yeah.
said literally everyone's for
whole
sale in the squad.
yeah.
The whole squad's for sale. If you want to come in, give an offer. Like loads and loads of teams across Europe are going to end up doing that now. And I always laugh when people say like, "Oh, Premier League's going to fall off," and that like it's just not. Like,
Inter
the
did it
Premier
about
League's
3
just
weeks.
Not going to
Did
fall
it
off.
about 3 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
Right, Mel?
Yeah.
I actually think Harry Kane
Szoboszlai
is going to
is,
go to Bayern Munich
confirmed
at
now.
the end.
What about your club though? Your club's selling everyone, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is Liverpool now linked to Bastoni? Apparently,
Another
Did
good
Barella
signing
stay
for
in then?
Liverpool, that.
which is weird. But anyway,
Fabrizio came out about nearly an hour ago. He said that the Timber deal is closer as well to getting done now, and they saying Szoboszlai has officially completed his medicals as well.
Wow.
No one actually
I'm
said it.
just waiting
What
for
a
the
shame.
David Ornstein tweet.
Don't you think- don't you
Fabrizio
think-
is like
Yeah, I know,
same
but don't.
tweet every day, man.
We even spoke about a little bit about Liverpool. Like, is anyone actually the only one that did was Daps like partially? And I know we spoke about them on earlier streams and stuff, but doesn't anyone think like, you know, like I don't think they win the league, but they're definitely going to be a problem, man.
Yeah, I think so. The way
I
they're
think
doing
it's all back
business,
in the
it
top
seems
four.
like. Yeah.
I think we saw them come back to form. I think it's a shame that they didn't get Jude Bellingham. I think if they got Jude Bellingham, I would have been saying, boy, I think Liverpool are going to be challenging City to the title again. I think the whole thing that you lot said about the midfield is still going to be a problem, but their attack is fire. And it's another season. Jota's on point. Gakpo is settling down. Salah is Salah, you know, and they've got the other fella as well. Who's I reckon might start banging in goals, gets in good positions, very fast, very aggressive, just doesn't put it in the back of the net. But
I think the only thing is if they got Jude Bellingham, then I think they would have struggled to like everyone's saying they need 3 midfielders. I think if they would have got Jude, they would have struggled to then fill the other gaps. I think that's why
They still need to get a defensive midfielder. That's what I'd say.
Need to get what?
Yeah.
Defensive midfielder, because if they're going to next season with Fabinho as a defensive midfielder
And Henderson.
then
I predict that Fabinho's going to be back looking better next season. By the way,
I don't think it can actually get worse. I'll be honest.
but he's 30. He's not. This is not a 36-year-old that's legs have gone.
This
He's
is what happens when
30.
you play high
He's
pressing
trained.
for long though.
Get another one in there. Give him kind of a bit more rotation. Give him a summer off. Give him a bit more. And I think look, I could be wrong. And sometimes people do. You know, the engines go early, but at the 30, I still think there could be more in him. I think it would be mad.
But
for him to
it wasn't.
drop
It
off
wasn't
that
just
much.
a one season that he was poor. He's been poor for like over 18 months. Like end of the season before that, where I saw
when
a lot
they
of
were
Liverpool
traveling
fans.
for the quads and they were
Yeah,
tired. Tired.
a lot of Liverpool fans were saying that this guy is he needs to fix up and needs to leave because
Yeah, he does need to fix up 100%. But at 30, I struggled to see that someone has lost it forever. Look, Fernando Torres, Fernando Torres was unbelievable and lost it. Yeah, so he might have lost it.
That's more injury related, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe with I know it's not injury, but
same thing with Son, isn't it? Same thing with Human Son.
With Fabinho, it could be burnout. So look, next season, I'm not saying he will, but at 30, I don't think we can say he's past it and he's over the hill now. And so I think if they get another DM, you might see him revive a bit because it's like, okay, now I'm being rotated, bit of competition, bit of rotation.
I don't think they get another midfielder at all.
No, they're definitely linked.
On the ranks now, they have Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, Henderson, Fabinho, the 2 new guys, that's 6, and Bezos. So they have 7 guys. How can you get another? How are you going to go to the next season with 8 guys? That doesn't make any sense.
No, do you think they're going to start slow as well? Because they have, if they do get DM, that's a whole new midfield that has to get used to playing with
They
each
can't.
other.
Liverpool can't start slow.
I don't think they're going to get
fast.
even if they get a DM, it's going to be someone for the future. I don't think they go for a DM now. I think they're going to get a center back. They are. Aren't they linked with Inacio?
Or Malavia. Yeah, and that's so they were. I mean, off links. I don't know what happened to Mickey van der Ven stuff as well. I haven't really seen them strongly linked with a centre back of that you could say that's mad concrete at the moment. Just link.
But the links to Ram, are they still on? With
yeah, that? I think Fabrizio said something not too long ago saying that they're still very much interested in Thuram.
Yeah, you got to remember he's at the under-21s at the moment, isn't he? So
I actually think that if they sign a left-footed centre back, they are back in the mix to challenge for the title without signing a DM.
They won't win the title because no one wins the Europa League.
There's a difference between winning the title and challenging for the title.
I know.
Ask Daz.
No point. We challenge for it, but I don't know. I think they'll just win around.
Like what I mean is that they will be back in the mix of the teams on the top, but I don't think they win it. But I think without a DM, because you cannot go to the next season with 3 guys, the new guys. Come on,
I was looking into Thuram a little bit, and he's not really a 6 for me. He looks like he likes to get forward. Thuram, he looks like he likes to get forward a little bit more.
That means it's done then. Why would they sign him? They already signed Szoboszlai and McAllister.
Because they might look at him as a DM. I might not see him as a DM, but they do.
No, I've watched him a couple of times. He's a box-to-box midfielder.
Yeah, he's forward.
Yeah, he's not a guy.
Also, I forgot a guy. They have a guy. So they have 8 midfielders because they have Thiago now. So how are they going to go with 9 midfielders next year?
The right wing cover might be Harvey Elliott.
It might be.
Yeah, Harvey Elliott plays on the wing.
How many? They have 5 forwards now. They have 5 forwards, right? They have Salah. They have Salah, Nunes, Gakpo, Jota, and Luis Diaz.
And probably Harvey Elliott. That will be their 6.
Maybe Harvey Elliott as well. So yeah, 7. So 6 forwards and 8 midfielders. How many do you need to play in the season? To be honest,
who's 8 midfielders? Say them out for me, quick.
Thiago, Curtis Jones, the 2 new guys, Henderson, Bisic, Fabinho. That's 7. And if they get another guy, that's 8. So you need 8 midfielders and 6 forwards to go the season. That doesn't make sense. That's too many on the squad. Remember, they play Europa League as well. They don't play Champions League. They play Europa League. So that's good enough squad.
That means someone must play. Maybe they have to wait for someone to leave before they go and get someone.
Exactly. And as far as I know, nobody from these midfielders on the market.
I think they might let go Thiago,
Let him go. You say let him go.
Maybe they let him go. Maybe they do let him go.
The most technical guy in this midfield.
Maybe Bajcetic goes. Maybe he gets alone because it's a young midfield.
Maybe. Yeah. And I was going to say one thing. You speak about Liverpool challenge for the title, and you look at Liverpool's front three. What's Liverpool's best front three? What's their like?
Gakpo, Salah, Diaz. Gakpo, Salah, Diaz.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
But I'm expecting you to come back like Dawood, just say something. That's okay.
I would agree.
From your even asking that question, that's a good thing, right? If you're looking at them and going, "Oh, I don't know who their best front three is," that's a good thing, right? It's mad that you're trying to pinpoint the where their drop off is their front. Like, you have to remember, last season they were out without Diaz for most of the season.
And Jota, Daps.
Gakpo didn't arrive till January, right?
No, but
Nunez was on his
And Darwin
first
Núñez
season.
isn't a player. It's not here.
No, but
It's not.
the sample size for Luis Diaz is very small.
The sample size for Arsenal's period of success
No,
is
but
very
I'm talking about. Okay,
Arsenal
let's
is
stick
small.
to Liverpool for a second. The sample size for Luis Diaz, he had that breakout season, not breakout, but when he came from January to the end of the season, that 3 months, and then he's out the whole of last season. So we're basing off Liverpool's title challenge on Luis Diaz being their best front three on a sample of 3 months only. Like, he hasn't fully. He hasn't.
No. Diaz is not. Diaz, look, come on, bro. Diaz came in and he cooked, right? But the key is, I don't think Liverpool. Everyone can admit Liverpool this season, their drop off was not up top. Their drop off.
But when
was
Diaz
in
played,
midfield.
who played up front for Liverpool when they were going for the quad?
I think it was mainly Gakpo. Yeah,
No,
I hear what you're saying. Hold
Mane.
on. I hear what you're saying. 100%. That yes, with Mane, with Firmino and whatever, but
Salah, yeah.
but then I could go, okay, well, we had Centurion season with Haaland with Aguero and Sane. So does that, and Sterling?
That's why.
Does that now mean that our forward lineup's bad now just because?
No, because I'm saying you replaced them players with Haaland that gets you 35 goals. Liverpool, you don't see Luis Diaz getting you 15 to 20 league goals that Mane does every single season.
Because he's only had 3 months. But
I'm saying on the evidence that we have right now, we don't see him getting more than 15, 20 league goals a season.
What is the evidence?
I'm talking about the evidence that we have on the sample size.
What is the evidence? The evidence is that he had good 3 months. That is the evidence.
No, but he only scored 4 goals that 3 months.
Okay.
He only scored 4 goals, so he's not the type of guy that's going to get you 15, 20 goals. Gakpo is not an out-and-out striker. Let's not talk about Darwin Núñez.
Hold on. So is that an issue, not having an out-and-out striker?
If they don't have Firmino, and then usually Liverpool, what's Liverpool's main asset been the past 5 years?
It's never been an out-and-out striker.
I think Liverpool have got perfect replacements, man.
Liverpool have not needed a striker when they had Mane and Salah. Them two were basically their strikers. They were getting 15, 20 goals each every single season. If you take that away from them, the guy that plays the number 9 has to start scoring goals. For me,
do you know what? Let's be really completely remove all shamelessness right now. Yeah. Darwin Núñez in his first season in the Premier League did definitely not stink. Right, in his first season in the Premier League. Right, Darwin Núñez has proven he can get goals. Right, so if we're talking,
it depends at what cost, though.
I'm not saying he will be their starter because I do think Gakpo,
be.
Diaz, and Salah works better. But if we're saying they need an out-and-out goal scorer, I'm not going to sit here now after one season, first season in the Premier League, when he's only young, and say Darwin Núñez is shocking. Yeah, like, because, bro, respectfully, Havertz got 3 years to land at Chelsea before we were allowed to judge him. Right?
And I think Núñez scored as much.
Havertz has always been mismanaged, so that's different.
Of course, it is. There we go. Do you know what? Fine, no problem. Of course.
That's
now he's going to be managed perfectly, and he's going to be like you said, top 3 midfielders within 3 months, right?
So all I'm saying is you can sleep on Havertz all you want, sleep on him, and then the rumors that Havertz is.
I think it'd be good.
And the rumors.
We're sleeping on him because he made the bed. Like, his literal output and his gameplay literally caused people to think this way about him. We don't think it because he's signed for Arsenal. It's not because everyone has an agenda against Arsenal. It's literally because he's been poor for 3 years. He's living off a Champions League goal for the last 2 years. That's what he's lived off.
But he's played as a striker for Chelsea for the past 3 years.
He's played across the front 3 for Chelsea, actually.
But he's not winger and he's not a striker.
My problem with you, Dawood, is that you will say a statement what you think about a player. But then when it comes to Arsenal players, you'd say the opposite.
No. All I'm saying is we're speaking about Liverpool.
No, I was going to say the same thing.
When people say Liverpool going to challenge for the title, I'm saying on what evidence?
Okay, so hear me out.
They lost Mane.
Exactly. You kept saying that the sample size for Diaz and Núñez is bad. And then when we came to Havertz, you said keep sleeping on Havertz. Okay, so sleeping on Núñez as well.
No, but Havertz, we had a title chance without Havertz. So Havertz is not one of the main.
I'm just saying about Núñez and Havertz. When Daps presented you an evidence about Núñez that he scored 9 goals in his first season, you said, but he isn't great.
But as simple as the eye test, Literally just watching them two play.
Is it eye test now? Is it
No,
eye
but one
test?
second. I'm giving
Did
you
you
another
watch-
perspective. I'm giving you another
Okay,
perspective.
go
now.
ahead.
Watching Darwin Nunes and watching Kai Havertz. You watch Darwin
Well,
Nunes.
both
bro.
stink.
This
to me,
guy
for me,
looks like
both
Kai
are
ain't even
garbage.
played.
Both are garbage. Just let it know, yeah. Like for me.
I love the way you can listen. Listen, bro.
I watched Darwin Nunes.
You must
and I don't
smash
see this guy.
interviews.
I
You
don't.
must
See, I watched
absolutely
I
smash
watched so many
interviews.
clips. I watched so many clips of him in training. I watched him play for Liverpool.
Why?
week in, week-
Who? Why?
I've seen clips of him in training. This guy does not.
No,
look
you
like a
said so
professional
many.
footballer.
Why are you watching so many clips of?
Because it's all over Twitter. It's all over Twitter. And then someone said on someone.
Well, you
said,
won't be able to do that anymore.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
But what I'm saying is,
Anyway.
Liverpool not challenge for the title if they don't get number 9. If they don't get
Everybody's
number 9,
terrible, and
fine.
Arsenal are great. That's what we got out of the show.
No, bro, don't put words in my mouth.
Everybody
Don't put
is
words in my
garbage.
mouth, Mo. Don't put words in my
I'm
mouth.
surprised.
Liverpool need a number 9, but Arsenal don't.
We don't.
And
because
Darwin
Gabriel
Nunes is
Martinez-
shit,
One second.
but don't sleep on Havertz.
Dav just came with a statement. 1 second. Dav,
No, I was mocking you. That wasn't my statement.
Martinelli got 15 goals last season, and he's getting better. Saka got, 13, 14 goals last season.
Yep.
He's getting better. Martin Odegaard got 13, 14 something goals last season.
Yep.
Gabriel Jesus got 11 goals in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So we've got literally 4 or 5 players in our
Okay.
11.
So I'm
that are getting
now
more than 10
gonna
goals.
do what you did. Your sample
Do it
size
Liverpool then,
is
do it Liverpool then.
your sample size is not big enough. One season, bro. Liverpool,
But
yeah.
Darwin, Luis Diaz
Liverpool
has
went
not even
all
done a full season.
sample size. Salah can carry them.
Let me
There's-
do
there's-
this. Guys,
there's
I
9
haven't
months
done
and there's
this
3 months.
super chats. I need to do these super chats before we wrap up. Hiraj Kumar, 5 Champions League spots next season, isn't it? It depends on the.
potentially.
We explained that.
Yeah.
Potentially, it might be. And Neil Black saying outside of City, Arsenal, and Liverpool have the most complete squads. Newcastle, Man United, and Chelsea will all have 2-3 holes in the first 11.
You do
Yeah.
realize, by the way, without a midfield, Liverpool still scored 13 less goals than you, right? Altogether.
Say that again, sorry.
Out of how crap their midfield was and how crap their supply was, Liverpool. They only scored 13 less goals than you.
Their midfield compared to ours.
No. I'm saying altogether. Like, even though they had a rubbish midfield, they only scored 13 less goals than you without having Luis Diaz the whole season either.
I know, but
Ah,
it's, 13 is still a lot.
Is it?
13 when the goal difference is still a lot.
Without no midfield and no winger, no star
No,
winger.
but you look at Dominic Szoboszlai. How many goals did he get last season for RB Leipzig? He still hasn't proved that as.
Well, how did Havertz do for Chelsea? How did Havertz do
Nobody
for
did.
Chelsea?
But
How did Havertz do for Chelsea?
Havertz, if in our best 11 right now, currently, Havertz isn't getting our best 11 at the moment.
You said he's a left centre mid now, no?
Yeah, but I'm saying in our best 11.
Bro,
he's
you
not
said
getting
he's
in.
going to be. You said in the first 3 months he's going to be top 3 midfielders
Yes.
in the Premier League.
But I'm not
What,
talking
by
I'm
not
talking about
starting?
our best 11 right now. Our best 11 right now.
So how's he going to be top 3?
You
so
are
how is-
telling me
hold
that
on, no,
your
no,
bench.
Sorry. So how you made the statement that within 3 months of the Premier League starting, he is going to be top 3 midfielders in the Premier League. Now you're saying he's not going to start. What? Off the bench?
Okay, does Riyad Mahrez start week in, week out for Man City?
No.
So is he the top 3 best right wingers in the league?
I'd probably say no at the moment.
He is.
I mean, if you want sample size, yes. But if we're talking right now,
No, but you don't have to be
but here's the
week in,
thing.
week out
But
to be
here's
the
the
top.
no. But here's the thing, bro. Mahrez has done stuff to put him in that bracket. Yeah. Havertz hasn't.
I didn't say
hasn't. He's not going to start.
Not
He's going to jump to top 3.
not once I say he's 100%. I just said watch out. I just said watch out.
You
That's what I'm
said,
saying.
bro. Don't backtrack. You
I'm
said
not watching
within
out.
3
You know,
months
if
he
I'm
will be in the
ever in
top
court,
3
I'm going to get
midfielders in the
Dowd to
Premier League.
represent me in court because I will beat any single case, no matter what.
All I'm saying,
if I'm
no,
in
it is.
court.
I say statements with a question
Without
mark.
thinking.
I say statement with a question mark, and these guys say I've said it with 100%. I didn't say 100% how Kai Havertz is going to be top 3.
Well,
I said watch out, bro. I
No,
just
you
said
did,
watch
bro.
out.
You do.
And then the rumours.
The problem
one
is,
second,
bro,
the
you do
rumours-
realise, that Cass will go and get the evidence of what you said. So
Let me get that.
it's recorded. So
All I'm saying is the rumors as well that saying Kai Havertz on 330 grand a week. That is completely fabricated. That's completely false. He's not on 330 grand a week.
What's he on
That is
then?
False as hell. Because
500.
I remember, and you might are gonna say, the source. I literally looked at the source. It's Sport Build, and that's a German outlet. And obviously, they're gonna bring out propaganda that Havertz didn't go to Bayern Munich because Arsenal offering him 330 grand a week. That's all it is.
So how much is he on then?
He's definitely
Brilliant.
on around 250.
Who?
You sure?
Havertz. He's not on 330. There's no
I
chance.
actually
Sorry, I'm
don't
going to
think
leave you
he's
to
on
it. I need to
250.
drop off. Sorry, guys. I really
Yeah,
need to.
yeah. I don't
That's
know,
not
man. Because we forget about bonuses and all this crap. I don't care, man. So this stuff only applies for Man United and Arsenal, really.
Yeah. Anyway, so guys, we'll see you tomorrow afternoon with another round, or is that morning?
Rivals. Yes, rivals. Yeah.
Rivals. So midday tomorrow, you're gonna see Rivals. Kinda similar show to this, but maybe more shameless, way more. Yeah. And we're out of here, guys. Hit that like button before you go. Get us. How many likes are we on? Get us to 500 likes, guys. 500. It's so simple. The like button is free. It looks like this. Get us to 500 likes. Come on. This is free content. Top 5 Premier League.
Spots maybe.
Top 5 Premier League pots for next season.
I think I don't know. Spots. I think he meant spots. Listen, who gets the
Yes.
top 5?
Spots. So what is it?
Usually the top 5.
Oh, there's actually another super chat as well.
Okay.
Top 5 players, he said. Top 5 players spots.
Our players
Top
of the
five-
season.
Players of the season. Top 5 players. Haaland.
Yeah,
Okay.
Haaland.
Definitely Haaland.
Saka.
Kane.
Saka. Kane is going to be Bayern Munich. So
Bundesliga.
Kane is going to get Bundesliga team of the
He
season.
won't be. He won't go to Germany.
I reckon it's going to be Saka. Haaland. We're saying Haaland.
Yeah,
Kane's-
Haaland's
Kane's
got
up
there.
Salah. Do we think Salah is going to be there?
Yeah, he's got to be around there, surely.
Kane.
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 Give him Kane. Give him Kane.
There you go.
And that's it. I think that's
Yeah,
it.
I have no idea, man. Could he do
This question, but in your eyes, Saka is better than Salah? Yeah?
No
Is that
comment.
for you, Dawood?
What?
Saka, not better than Salah, no.
Okay. At least he's not shameless there and he's honest. And Clinton Mark is saying this is just agenda driven to say just 13 goals. By that logic, they are just 19 goals behind Treble City. Yeah. Hey, that's for you, Cass.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it's not agenda driven. I'm just saying with Liverpool clearly the worst team and they only scored 13 less. Now they got a better team and they're gonna get better. I'm pretty
We're not
sure
getting
Salah's
better.
output. They are getting better, bro.
I said, are we not getting better?
I don't know.
With
You
who?
might be.
With
We
who?
don't know.
With
Aye.
who though? How are you better? With who?
We've got Declan
end it.
Rice, the top 3 best defensive
End it.
midfielders in the league.
I'm tired.
So
Okay.
it's-
Thank you.
I'm
Are you
coming back tomorrow, man.